I'm Alan. In today's video I finish off making a tap wrench which I started to make over 50 years ago. I was tidying out my garden shed and I found an old toolbox, and inside were some parts I'd made when I was an apprentice, and one of them was a tap wrench which is unfinished. So let's go to the workshop, see how we do it. I found a few tools that I made when I was an apprentice in the shed, starting to go rusty. So I thought I'd show you some of the things we made. We made this is a drill drift, which I use all the time. We made that type of tap wrench. Even got my clock number on. That's just two square pieces, steel, turned on each end, drilled and tapped, and then it was a V, but it's been used that much it's worn out now. Small bottle jack. Engineer's clamp. Things like this. Pulley extractor. All designed to get you used to using the lathe, knowing how to make things. And of course there were drawings for these and you have to make them to the drawings. And I also found this, which is a part completed tap wrench. So I thought what I'd do today is finish this off. It's already got the threads done. And all it was a piece of steel. Machined it and threaded it on this end, drilled a hole to the centre, machined a taper on that end, and you make a bar that fits in the end, and then a handle that goes over with a nylon that screws on there. So what I need to do to finish this off is machine a couple of flats, drill a hole through, and then file a triangle in the hole, and on the end of the rod put a little V in the end to locate the tap. Well, we've moved over to the mill. I've put a parallel strip underneath. I did use two under there, but as the one it's not doing anything, I thought I'd take that out before it vibrates. So this is held in a vise. I want to machine this top and produce a flat piece in the middle so I can drill a hole through for the tap. I selected a cutter. This is just a 1/2 inch end mill. It already has a 12mm collet in the collet holder. Put that in there. Take it out of the voice. Turn it round, do the same on this side. I've changed my end mill for an edge finder, and what I want to do is find the edge of the vice and zero my DRO. I'll do it again. Move that out of the way. Now I need to move it 2 millimeters across to bring the center of the spindle onto the edge of the vice. Let's put that on the center line. So now I know that the center of my spindle is on the edge of the back vice jaw. Put the part back in. I've just put some blue on so I can see. Lock that up. Take out the parallel strip. And change the center finder for a center drill. So that center drill now, or spot drill, is on the edge of the vice. So now I need to move it back over 7.5 mil. That puts it in the center. I'll zero it at that. And now I need to move it to the center of the boss. I'm changing that for a 4mm drill, but that depends on the size of the taps that you want to hold. And drill that hole straight through. Now this hole through here hasn't aligned with that hole. So what I need to do is put this in the lathe and just drill that through so it breaks out into this hole. And now I've just thought, because of the awkward shape, there's nowhere I can hold that in a I can hold it in a 3-jaw chuck on here, but then this would be all over the place. So it would mean setting the 4-jaw chuck to hold it, clocking it up to get it true. So what I think I'll do is just put it in the vise, line the spindle up with that and go straight through. Just do it by eye because it's only going through about 1/8 of an inch. I'm just checking that the drill is in the centre of the hole. You can see now the rod goes through and into the hole. Now the next job is to file a V in this part of the hole at the bottom and a V on the end of this, so when they go together it forms a square which the tap should fit on. There's one of the taps that doesn't quite go in yet because obviously it's a round hole, but by the time I've squared it off it should fit. Okay, next thing I'm going to do now is take small triangle file, put it through the hole, and I want to make sure that the corner of the triangle is facing down, and that will be one side of my clamp for the tap. What I'll do is take this and file a V in this end, so when the two come together it makes a square which should fit the taps. First of all, I'll put saw cut across the top of the V. And now I'm using a triangular file to form the V. I've only taken it down a little bit, it doesn't need a lot. Now I was thinking whether I should harden that or not, but I've decided not to because if it got rounded off I could always refile it. Use a square file to give you the 90-degree angle so that the tap will fit in there. And the same on the body, finish the bottom off with a 90-degree V so that when the two halves go together you have a square hole and the tap should fit in. Put the top on. See, that's tightened up on the tap. That's held in the V. When you fit the tap in, just check that it's square. Not going at an angle. I think that's finished. Well, that's it for today. Hope that was useful, hope it was interesting, and we'll see you next time on Enots Engineering.